What is up, my viewers and subscribers? I am Mike Wayne, aka Rebel180. And before I get started on this topic of mine that I wanted to do last week, but I didn't have enough nerve, I'm just going to shout out a friend of mine. I've known him for over a year now, and he's been making videos on Facebook for a while, and now he just now started doing the whole YouTube thing. So I'm gonna shout him out. Tremaine Flowers. The link is in the description. And by the way, uh, I've heard about the sub box being at the bottom. For me, it was still at the top, but now for me, it's also at the bottom. So, sub at the bottom, I guess. I don't know. Check out his videos. And, you know, uh, feedback and all that. Whatever. Uh, Now let's begin. I'm going to break down the differences between three factions that people always seem to compare. So now I'm going to do that. First group, the NWO. A group of radicals who were originally formed by Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, also known as Diesel and Razor Ramon. For a while, they were teasing that they had a secret leader, and when Hulk Hogan turned heel, everybody was surprised, and nobody thought in a million years that would ever happen, but it did, and he turned out to be their leader. So they wreaked havoc, and they began adding on to their faction, and soon almost the entire, well, at least half of the entire WCW roster was a part of this group, and they even established their own New World Order and became their own brand, separate from WCW. So, that's it for that. And the second group is the Nexus. The Nexus was formed by Wade Barrett, and it consisted of 8 NXT rookies from the original season, which was on TV. And what these guys were all about was pretty much about making a statement, telling the pros that their time is up and it's time for a new, it's time for a new beginning, so to speak. And when everybody, when they arrived on the scene during, at the end of the Viewer's Choice episode of Raw in 2010, I hadn't seen that much chaos since the Attitude Era. It really brought back memories, and to be honest with you, it felt like a dream. It felt like something, because I was really pissed off at NXT at the time, and I just wanted something really bad to happen to one of the pros. And, something bad did happen on Raw. And while people were booing, I was actually supporting this group. I wanted them to cause as much chaos as possible. That's what it needed. That's what needed to happen. WWE hadn't been like that since the Ruthless Aggression era. And that was something You know, the rookie angle was something that had never been done before. And see, people are always comparing these groups to the NWO, and it's ridiculous. The Nexus, you know, they're nothing like the NWO. And the Nexus was a great faction up until Wade Barrett got buried at TLC against John Cena, and then was kicked out of Nexus as the leader and replaced by CM Punk. And then CM Punk did his little shoot promo and caused an anticlimactic disbandment of the Nexus, and the Nexus were never heard from again. They're most of them are still on the roster, but they're doing their own thing now. So yeah, that was the Nexus, and now finally, the one group that everybody seems to think is a Nexus ripoff, or maybe even an NWO ripoff. Aces and Eights. Aces and Eights is pretty much a biker gang, and my theory is that they were created to promote the new season of Sons of Anarchy, which just ended this week. In fact, it just ended this week, actually. So, yeah. And, yeah, they're a biker gang, and they had their own club and everything. And, now they have their own hoes, apparently. You know, and, they're something different because, you know, people aren't supposed to know who they are. And without the internet, people wouldn't know who they were. They wear masks to protect their faces, but everyone knows who they are. But without the internet, no one would know anything. You know, so they're a biker gang, and unlike the Nexus and unlike NWO, they actually choose their targets. They don't just attack random people. They choose their targets. They have like a board, and they have pictures, and they throw a dart at the pictures. They didn't do it on Impact this week, but whatever. Um, you know, 2 people have already been unmasked. I have an idea that the leader is, you know, uh, Eric Bischoff. I have a theory. Well, everyone thinks it's Eric Bischoff because you can pretty much recognize it from his voice, right? And people still think that Jeff Jarrett is behind it all because of the whole, you know, getting fired, and his first victim was Sting, who, of course, pretty much uh, took away Jeff Jarrett's opportunity to be in any sort of Hall of Fame. Um, you know, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this clears things up. I hope people stop comparing now. Although I'm not that popular, so not that many people will watch this. Uh, I'm just, you know, I'm tired of the comparisons. I'm tired of people going, oh, look, it's NWO ripoff, or oh, it's a Nexus ripoff. I'm tired of it. Stop with the comparisons. No 2 factions or even 3 factions are anything alike. Just because they have a gang mentality, that doesn't make them identical. You know, all heel factions have gang mentalities. That's what makes them heels. So that's about it. Once again, I need to inform you that the link of Tremaine Flowers' YouTube is down below. Go sub to him. Check out his videos. He really needs the support. Yeah. And I hope you rate and comment on this video. You know, tell me what you think and all that. So, for now, I am Mike Wayne, aka Rebel 180. So long for now.